Hello and welcome back to This or That, presented by Verizon with Kobe and Phreak today. The most freaky episode yet coming up. The only one who's going to do dabs on this show as well.
True. It's
Let's get right into the
similar.
slides. Honestly, we eliminated Cloud9 today, so I expect some of them to have to do with that. Number one, what do we got here? It is more classic North America. Interesting, because the combination of these two is really what's classic NA.
Yes.
Both the high of winning versus top teams, but also losing to wildcards.
Yeah, I do enjoy that Mad Lion's nowhere here in this one in terms of not being a top or a bottom team. I think that's actually accurate. The real classic NA is losing tiebreakers to EU, so unlucky they beat RNG and screwed that one up for us. But I'm going to go ahead and just be like, hey, the one is right below me. It's this one. Beating top tier teams is classic NA because you have to do that and then just still kind of screw up.
It is hard to separate these two. Yeah,
I know.
We do have,
I would answer both if possible, but that's against the rules, Kobe.
Because I was going to answer this losing to the lower tier one, but then I think of Kaboom, the most famous. It happened to Alliance, the European super team, and that's where a lot of it started. So,
we beat IG and MSI.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the positive one with you.
Yep,
all right, next one. What do we got? Number two. What do we got here? It is, who is the tournament favorite now? Ha ha ha. Damwon did just secure first place, but they never beat RNG to do it.
Yep, I'm going to go because of that RNG. I would have come into the tournament saying, yeah, it's Damwon Kia, no problem. They're the best team in the world. But the fact that RNG beat them both times, yes, obviously Damwon could get better, but nah, it's RNG for me. They're going to go all the way through.
And, one of those losses keeping RNG from attaining the first place was due to Cloud9. What can he do against them, honestly? As we mentioned before, Classic NA being one of the top teams. So I'm going to go with RNG also. Give it to him. Honestly, I really, really think the bottom lane is so good, so exceptional.
Oh, yeah.
And it hasn't just been like win lane style stuff from them, right? Gala in these team fights, but Ming on the roam timings, he feels like a one-man roaming death squad wherever he goes. Next slide, though, what do we got? Should semifinals be cast from the hot tub or the volcano? Hot tub is meta now. Hot tub is meta now.
Hot tub is meta. Also, anything with Mark Z instantly gets my upvote. I mean, especially compared to Vedius. Like, that's an upvote on one side and downvote on the other. So it's like very easily. Travis hurts it a bit, don't get me wrong, but it's still like, 1.2 versus -1.
Okay, I am going to answer Volcano because if I was doing it, I think I would want the more exciting one where we can hear the casters like running for their lives. It's scary up there. They're trying to cast and they're also trying like, oh no, another eruption. We got to get out of here.
No, as someone who has at least chance of casting the semifinals, I would much rather be in a hot tub than a near-adaptive volcano. That sounds horrible.
All right, well, that's the difference. Seeking adventure over here. Next slide, what do we got? Better rookie at
Fudge,
MSI.
easy. Now, okay, I will say, though, Fudge is not a rookie, okay? Fudge went to Worlds on Mammoth, and then, played a year in Academy, which was chill, but, so then by default, it's Elyoya for that. But if you're talking better performance, actually, it is Fudge. Like, Fudge actually had a better MSI than Elyoya. Even though Elyoya might go to win MSI, Fudge is still better.
Yeah, we can massage the question into like rookie for their region or some weird stuff like that.
Sure.
But honestly, the
First
breakout
MSI,
performance with the Lee Sin, of course, that one's gonna catch everybody's eye. But even more like under the radar plays, the less eye catching, like the Malphite game, right? Gets beat up in lane and everything, but then later on, still with a team fight winning play just by holding the ultimate until the right moment to use it, to peel, force, Ven, stuff like that. Lots of little things that he has done have definitely been good. I will say, Elyoya, a great contender there.
Yes.
And he is the one moving on to past the bubble stage. So.
Yeah, if you pick someone who wasn't Fudge, I'd probably pick him, but I actually think Fudge just had the most standout performances, that's all.
Honestly, agree. Let's go. Next one. What do we got? More consistent international performer.
Ooh, I'm actually gonna go Maple only because he's gonna consistently lose in the first BO5 round again and again and again and again. That is all the man ever does is get to the BO5s. He gets there. Yeah, he does better than NA. But then he loses the BO5 every single time. If it's CLG, he loses the BO5. If it's right, like if we get to start a best of fives, Maple wouldn't win a single game. But he always gets there.
Flash Wolves, baby.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Flash Wolves, too. Just such a long history of consistency for Maple. I got to agree. I mean, just
Ming
he's
is
done
better.
it more times. He's done it more
Ming is
times.
better.
Yeah, exactly.
Maple's really consistent.
Next slide. Scarier Fed Champion. Ooh. Scarier.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick this from my own skill level, where we're hitting high plat, low diamond. Lee Sin will int it away, and I'm not worried about it. The 700 AP Zoe is gonna one shot me, and like my Brahm's not gonna tank, so I'm much more afraid of the Fed Zoe than the Fed Lee Sin, who's just gonna like fail to do the kick flash regardless.
Okay. So I thought you were gonna go with Lee Sin because you're an AD carry player, and you Lee Sin's coming for your ass.
Yeah. But they're not good in my elo.
Okay. Meanwhile, everybody's scared of Zoe bubbles.
Yeah.
Even frontline are like, oh man, I gotta always watch out for these Zoe bubbles. You fall asleep, you get a big chunk, and all of a sudden you're half HP or whatever. All right, I'm going Zoe for different reasons than you, because of the fear of bubbles and paddle stars coming out of the darkness. Lee Sin, I feel it feels like a more fair champion because you feel like you have something you can do about it as far as counterplay in more of the situations. Next one,
they have to be more skillful to do it. I'm on board.
Better chance at an upset.
Do we know which matchup is which yet, or has that not been? Okay,
because
I didn't
it was
see
an instant choice by Damwon to pick Mad Lions. They thought about it beforehand very clearly, and they quickly answered, they're picking Mad Lions. So it's them versus Damwon.
Yeah, I actually think PSG Talon is the bigger chance at an upset. Mostly because it's actually happened before, right? They actually took them, right? They went 1-1 in the group stage. Even though I would still take RNG's favorite to win the entire tournament, or at least win the finals against Damwon. I think PSG Talon are the overall stronger team. And again, with the track record, they've actually done it before. So I think they can win that best of 5 more reliably than Mad Lions beats Damwon.
See, it's interesting because I actually want to go Mad Lions over Damwon.
Really?
Is a slightly higher upset chance, because I think that RNG, even though they're second, they are better than Damwon.
Probably.
And I think that Damwon's style is definitely easier to predict. So it's easier for you to try and craft something against it. RNG have been so much more versatile. They can play. They've been the best team at playing macro, splitting lanes, objective trading, and stuff like that. I don't think either of them. Yeah, of course they're upsets. By virtue of
it's 80-20 or something each way.
I'm gonna go with Mad Lions on this one. Next slide.
All right.
I really do think, again, part of it, Carzy and Kaiser been hitting out of the park for me. A little bit of extra credit there. Dash's next hairstyle.
Oh man,
moly.
I know my answer. I'm gonna let you go first though.
Yeah, okay. I know that your answer probably is going to align with mine, and that's for more of our own benefit of the humor of a mullet.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's what I'm going for sure.
Yeah,
I thought it looked cool today, with the Viking braid in it. I think that's a better hairstyle, but damn if I don't want to see Dash in a mullet. It's also the most un-Dash hairstyle, the least likely that he would choose for himself.
Here's the thing, though, right? Apparently, mullets are coming back in cultures younger than ours. So I'm not aware of this, but I've heard about it on the internet. And I think Dash is someone who always wants to chase looking younger than he is. So he's the kind of guy who's just gonna jump up. Like, no one thinks someone with a man bun is 15 years old, but I think Dash wants to age down as much as possible, and so he's gonna go for the high school haircut, which apparently is increasingly the mullet.
I love that. Phreak's like, I don't know much about it, but I heard it on the internet.
Must be true.
Okay, well, our reasons are completely different, but our answers are the same.
Yeah.
Not being selfish. I just want to see him with a mullet, business up front, party in the back, baby.
Perfect.
I think that's going to be it for us for this episode of This or That.
Joke slide, really?
Yeah, it's always the joke slide's always the last one. That's how I know.
I just thought it was maybe more serious. That's all. I can take that one at face value.
We actually are going to be taking a break next week, so we will not see you then, but we will see you next time we're back with This or That. Tune in for the semifinals, regardless of This or That being there or not. Going to be bangers.